Hello. Next section of our tabletop sculpturing. Well, before we go on further with some details, let's make something really complicated, some shape with a lot of planes, like this, maybe like this. They like every plane will be really small, so we have to make them like the edges between them more or less precise. But let's start arbitrary, just moving it on and small edges, turning it on like in small angles, not 90 degrees, not more, just a little bit, and we're getting some kind of arbitrary shape. And now let's stop creating planes, but let's just enhance, straighten the shapes that are already there, the planes that are already there. So I look at the plane like here, I put it like horizontally and I hit it. Then I look at this plane and hit it as and this one. So here I have something undefined, so let me make here another small plane, yeah, with a couple of edges around it. And just look at it. Here you have to like lower your head and look beneath how the plane hits, how your piece hits the table. You see? Okay, here I've got some problem. Should I sharpen it or should I make here another small plane? I will choose the lazy way and make it just another plane. Here and here I will try to sharpen the corner. So I will go, so I'm hitting around that corner. The planes that are around, adjacent to that corner. Almost there. I've got almost there. And here, well, I don't want this edge to be very sharp, so I will create a plane here, an intermediate plane. And again, a little bit like this, and a little bit like this, and like this, and like that. So, you see, very arbitrary form, but it is defined. I mean, that's the point. It's not just some mess. It is some controlled chaos. And controlled chaos is the origin of every creativity. And now I take my two fingers and I go over all edges and finalize the edges. I mean, I have some beginnings of the edges, but now I can finalize them and make them more strict, more defined, so that it is really a polygon, not an amorphous shape, but a polygon, really polygon. So now, in order to understand if I'm on the plane or not, I put it on the plane, and and then I hit it in that direction. Then I put it on the other plane. I feel that it stands like it's flat, and then I enhance that plane. Then I put it on another flat plane and makes it flat. And this way I am making it many times. So first I put it and leave it so that I see that it stands, that it's really a plane, not an unfinished edge. Here, it's like a meditation. I told at the introduction that all this activity is more or less like meditation. Oh, here is small plane, which I have to define very precisely, not to ruin and to destroy it, and not to squeeze it into some other planes. And here we have a corner with 3 sides, you see, and I am making it sharper because it is really sharp. Here it's sharp, here sharp. What's here again a corner of 3 sides which is not finished, and here, so before that I went over edges, now I go over corners and try to fix them, to sharpen them as I can. Yeah, and that's it, more or less. Now then, I am going slightly slowly. I am going again, I am standing, I am putting my piece over on each of the planes and make like really 2 hits to flatten the plane and not to destroy the edges, distort the edges, you see. So this is a very good exercise to enhance how you control your movements of your hands and fingers. Some would call it fine motor skills. Okay, that's fine with me. And now here it is, and here we will finish this section and move to some other things that we can do with these small pieces.